One of my biggest pet peeves at an event is when people are on their phones, right? If you're an employer and you're the boss and you go to the event, think about all the things that you are giving up to be at that networking event. That means that you should be at the networking event. Silence your phone or shut it off, but definitely silence it and engage with people. I'm also going to share a quick tip with you real quick. You got your phone? See, his phone is away, which is where it should be, right? Away. But let's say his phone is up. When you have a conversation with somebody and you're having a meeting with somebody, if you're sitting in that meeting and the phone is down face up, this is actual feng shui. I've worked with many people internationally, and it actually is a great sign of disrespect to the person sitting across from you at the table. It basically shows that, hey, we're talking, but if something happens here, this is potentially more important than you. So it's rude. So what I recommend people do is either, again, silence it, keep them away, or if you're sitting down, have your cell phone face down. So this way, it's a sign of mutual respect. I took the time to drive and be here. You took the time to drive and be here. Let's be in the moment, because whatever happens, and truly, if there's an emergency that happens in your business, is it going to make a difference if you get it 5 minutes later? Probably not. And I'll go even further and say even more importantly, if there's an emergency that happens in your business and you are the only person that can handle it, then there's a problem in your business. Because it shouldn't be like that, right? There should be layers in your business of people who can handle things. That's just business 101. There shouldn't be any situation that comes up that's so big that only one person can handle it. Because if that is the case, then that one person is too valuable to the organization. And if anything happens to that person, the entire organization would crumble. That makes sense. I know everybody understands that. That's why it's okay to put your cell phones down when you come to the events. Thank you, Frank. House rules, all right? Cover more ground. Show up as a team. When you go to these networking events, this is an opportunity for you to meet potential power partners. This is an opportunity for you to meet with people who could help you grow your business, help you provide better quality of care for your patients and better outcomes. So it makes sense. You want to meet as many people as possible. I'll go. What's your name again? Ethan. Ethan will go. What's your name, sister, right here? Sarah will go, right? So we're all on the same team, but Ethan, maybe you're our director of nursing. I'm the owner, and you could be our business development person, Sarah, right? And so we're all together. Now, when you go as the team, though, don't sit with each other. Sit mingled throughout. Because when they do their elevator pitches at every networking event, everybody stands up and they one at a time go around the room and they say who they are and where they're from. When people hear your company represented several times over, there's going to be a response. And a neuro-linguistic program, everybody else is in the room is going to be like, wow, this is another person from the same company, huh? They must be a big company. I've never heard of that company. I would like to talk to them. It helps you to stand out in a room of 50, 60 business development professionals. Does that make sense? All right, cool. This is your homework. When you go to a networking event, every person should meet at least 5 people one-on-one. And I call it the 5 for 5. 5 people and speak to each of those people for about 5 minutes. Because that's networking. And then what I want you to do with that, I want you to book a meeting from a meeting. Bam, fam. Book a meeting from a meeting. It's an acronym that I teach my clients. And I want you to book a meeting from a meeting with at least 2 out of those 5. That's your goal. So if I'm sending my business development professional to a networking event, I want them to talk to at least 5 people for 5 minutes. And 2 or more, but at least 2 of those people that they spoke to, they should say, this is going really well. I'll actually come up right here to the front row. What's your name, sister? Lakiva. Steve. Nice to meet you, Lakiva. So welcome. So if things are going well and we're talking for 5 minutes, we're saying, you know what, Lakiva? I want to share something with you. My company is going through a rapid expansion right now. I'm looking to form a couple of strategic partnerships because we want to create an interdisciplinary team of providers so that we can provide superior outcomes for our patients. I think that we have a need for somebody that does what you and your company does. I would love to continue this conversation, but there's 50, 60 other people here, and I need to spend some time with them as well. I'll tell you what, pull out my cell phone, go to my calendar, and then Lativa, I have, let's see, I could meet with you on Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning, or would Wednesday at 1 be better for you? What's better for you? Wednesday at 1? Okie dokie. And then, do you know the Starbucks on Route 9 around the corner? Awesome. So I'll meet you there. I got your phone number here and your email address, whatever, yada, yada, calendar. Did you get the invite? You got it? Mm-hmm. Yes, you did? Okay, great. I'll see you there, my friend. Take care. Do you see what I just did there? I role play. That's booking a meeting from a meeting. Now, why is that important to do? If I call, because most people say, I'll call you. Let's set up a follow-up, right? Well, you could do that. I see you shaking eggs. You're right. That doesn't work. And it doesn't work because I'm going to call her 100 times. I'm going to email her. I'm going to then stalk her on LinkedIn, right, and other social media and start liking her photos and stuff or whatever. I got a better chance at seeing her next month at the next networking meeting than I do getting the follow-up if I try to call her. But if I book it on the spot, and again, you heard me say that phrase. When I say it, it's like, yeah, that sounds important, and it is, because I am gonna do it. I have every intention of forming this team. And we're gonna do it now because we're going through a rapid expansion. So I wanna meet with you, and then also notice what else I did. I gave her 2 choices of time. I didn't say, what are you doing next week? I didn't say, what are you doing Tuesday and Wednesday? I said, what are you doing Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, or would 1 o'clock on Wednesday be better for you? So now she looks at her calendar specifically at those times, and she found that 1 o'clock on Wednesday was better. Then I said, where do you want to meet? Boom. I put it in my calendar, and I sent her immediately a calendar invite with the location, so it's all set. 9 times out of 10, 90% of the time, that's all you need. There will be 10%, because nothing is flawless. There will be 10% of the time where I'll go to Starbucks and she won't show up. Or she'll email me the day before and try to reschedule or something like that. I could deal with the reschedule. But I will say, if you show up and they don't show up, that's actually in your favor. Because now that person feels so bad that they wasted your time, right? And let them know.